Welcome back, this is Zeku. Today we are continuing our journey in the hardcore Minecraft world. We had a couple of checklists that I needed to go through. So we had to create a basic shelter. We have that. It doesn't really look anything special, but we need to craft a bunch of iron tools and iron armor. Plus, we had to dig a proper mine. Now let me show you what I've come up with. So this is the design. You know what, the design is kind of all over the place, but more importantly, we have also completed a wheat farm and a cow farm. Today we work towards getting the best armor. If you remember, last episode, I almost died. So I vowed to do 3 things before I start building anything major. The first was getting the ultimate armor as soon as possible. Thus, this episode will be about mining diamonds plus enchanting. We will look at 2 techniques for mining diamonds. The first technique we're going to use is something called strip mining. I'm pretty certain most people have heard about strip mining, but in case you didn't, let's go and have a rundown on it. First things first, you want to mine a really long tunnel. As discussed in the last episode, you want to do this at Y11. Press F3 and you can see your current coordinates on the left side. Accent Z are your horizontal coordinates. Y is your vertical. Y11 means you are 11 blocks away from the bottom border of your world. Different blocks start to appear at different Y levels, but let me get back to you on that. Once you have your tunnel, what you do is you start digging 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Easy as that, nothing here. Now we move on 1, 2, and on the third one you start digging again. And why are we leaving out 2 sides? Well, if you think about it, now that I have mined this right here, and also don't forget about the iron, I can obviously see this side of the wall and this side of the wall. So if I go 1, 2 and dig another one here, I will be able to see every chunk that I want to. With strip mining, you can also leave 3 rows out and mine every 4th. Because of how diamonds generate, you should still be able to find a diamond ore vein if one has generated. I just went with skipping 2 and mining every 3rd to make sure that I'm not missing anything. Back to the explanation of why Y11. As I mentioned, different blocks start to generate at different heights, aka Y levels. And just a quick note before we dive in, most of the information that follows will be outdated when 1.18 releases. So if you're watching from the future, then check the description for the updated info. Also, these videos take me a long time to edit, so if you enjoy them, please leave a like. Let's take coal for instance. Coal can generate from Y0 to Y127, being the most common at Y95. This is why sometimes you can see coal veins even on the surface in certain biomes. If you're on gold or lapis, however, you'll need to dig deeper because they don't generate above Y32. And finally, you need to dig the deepest for diamonds. They generate from Y0 to 16. But bedrock starts to generate at Y5, so you don't really want to dig any deeper than that. Your best bet is to dig at Y11 for 2 reasons. According to calculations made by people much smarter than me, diamonds are most common at Y10 to 12. So by mining at Y11, you give yourself the highest chance of finding diamonds. Furthermore, lava pools generate at Y10 the highest, so by mining at Y11, you can avoid accidentally digging into them. However, individual lava streams can still generate higher than Y11, so you want to be careful. Just make sure you have a solid block on your hotbar at all times. You bump into lava, you quickly switch to the block and just block it off. Lava is actually flowing rather slowly in the overworld, so you'll have enough time. Finally, in 1.17 there's currently a rumor that Y5 is better for mining diamonds. However, it seems like this is false. Logical Geek Boy has a detailed video on this specifically, so if you don't believe me, check his video. In total, I managed to find 13 diamonds using strip mining, and the first item I crafted were the leggings, but I couldn't find the raw footage. This whole endeavor took me like ages to record, and I've had a bunch of videos and I've deleted a bunch of them, so yeah. This is the only video I could find, and here I already have the leggings, plus the remaining 6 diamonds. Let me show you how much I have actually dug. Right here at the entrance of the mine, we have all these trenches going about, and then right about this point I have decided, you know what, I want additional lines, and I have dug through all of these. In total I've used about 15 iron pickaxes, so I don't know about you, but these rates seem pretty bad to me. But believe me when I say, there is a much better way. Enter the second technique, clay and moth. Yeah, that's a pretty lame name. First of all, we'll need a compass. By default, the compass will show you your world spawn point, the very block your Minecraft character first spawned on after you had pressed the generate world button. Second, we'll need to find a swamp biome. Not gonna lie, this took me a fair amount of time, about 10-ish Minecraft days. But thanks to the power of video editing, at least you won't have to suffer through that misery. You see what I'm seeing? After a couple of days of searching and going back and forth, we have finally found a swamp biome, and it's not even that far from our spawn point. So why a swamp biome? In a swamp biome, these things generate. These are clay patches. You are specifically looking for clay patches that look like this. Now let me turn on F3 plus G. This is basically the middle point. Now if I press F3, we are now looking to the east. Where we want to look is to the south. We want to go 1, 2, and on the third we are going to start digging down. Okay, so right here I need to cut in. I said on the third, but you should actually dig on the second block. I find this out later after a bit of frustration. However, the mining technique I demonstrate is good. Just let the water flow down with you and dig some air pockets as you run out of breath. People say never mine down directly. Why? Because of high drops and because of lava. Well, if the water is coming down with you, it will take care of both of those problems. If you're using iron pickaxes like me, then dig down 4, then create an air bubble for yourself. Like so, you should be able to do this without taking any damage, then just swim back into it. Press shift and then dig 4 more. The reason you want to do it this way, okay. Oh, take a look around. This is our first cave of the update style. Let me just light it up real quick. Oh my goodness. I have not seen these in the caves that have generated around my spawn area. So we will take home a couple of these, if I may. Thank you very much. No luck in the first cave. We have hit bedrock level and nothing here. So let's go up and let's try another one. After a couple of failures, I got lucky on this clay patch. I created the air pockets while facing north, basically digging air pockets on the correct coordinates. And as luck would have it, it seems like I have been digging on the wrong side. Oh my goodness, that is a 6 diamond. So with this one, you would have to go 1, 2. But with the second one, you go over the chunk border. So what you do is you need to actually backtrack your way all the way to the chunk border. And this is going to be the second one. So it's like the middle one, 1 and 2. As I was digging down, I encountered a lava pool. Again, do not mine straight down without the water flowing down with you. It is indeed right here. Let me show you this technique in a little bit more detail and let's actually test it. Welcome everyone to our new world. Here is the seed. Let's see if we can find a swamp biome easily. Okay, there's one real close. Wait. Are you kidding me? This is it. Let's search for another one. Okay, this seems like a better one at least. I'm gonna dig out 10 of these patches. Let's see how many diamond blocks we can get. F3 plus G to activate the chunk borders. Let's start with this little one. Here's the clay patch. This is its middle. We need to face the south, which is this way. 1, 2, and let's dig down. And failure. 1, 2, just on the chunk border. Let's go. And bingo, there we go. Oh my goodness. As you can see, we have a 6-pack here. Let's go for this one next. You can kind of make out the shape. South 1, 2. Ooh, there we go. Oh, this is right next to our other one. Seems to be a 4-pack on our third one. Right next to the 6-pack. Whoa, I have broken one, but hey. Wow, this is crazy. This is actually an 8-pack. I just broke this one, but hey, let's fix that. So this is what it looked like. Ladies and gentlemen, voila, another 4-pack. Let's move on. Bingo. 6 more. Whoops, I've broken another one. Seems like another 6-pack. Again, I have broken one. Seems like this one was empty. Okay. Oh, wait a second. No. So these are the final numbers if I have calculated things correctly. We had 1 3-pack, 2 4-packs, 1 5-pack, 4 6-packs, 1 8-pack, and well, one of them was empty. And now we're going to mine all of them with the Fortune 3 pickaxe. Oh my god. As you can see, this method is working rather well. Let me show you one more thing. Let's say you come across a river, or basically any clay patch that has not spawned in a swamp. In that case, they say you need to go north 2 blocks and not south 2 blocks. So I haven't actually tested this, but hey, let's do it right now. Here's a clay patch in a forest biome. So this is the center. What happens if we go to north and dig down? Let's test. Ooh, take a look at that. It does work. There we go. Let's try this one for last. Again, chunk border. So we have to count 1, 2. Let's go. Bam, there we go. So who knew? That actually works. Really cool. And there's one more thing we can test. Sometimes rivers have the same formations, except from gravel. So this is the middle, and you have to go 4 blocks to the north. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's dig down here. Okay, this was empty. So north, 1, 2, 3, 4. This one was also empty. Okay, let's try one more. This one. This one was also empty. Either I'm doing something wrong, or this method doesn't work. Or you have to specifically be in rivers. I don't know. I kind of grow tired of this. You've seen the seed number. If you want, you can test it out right here in this world or in your own. It definitely, at least, definitely worked with clay patches. But now, let's get back to the video. It was time to head home, which, thanks to the compass, was much less of a hassle than finding the swamp. Plus, I found a ruin portal on the way back. Neat. I ended up with about half a stack of diamonds, plenty enough for a full diamond armor, plus a diamond pickaxe and a diamond sword. So it is finally time to get into the basics of enchanting. Enchanting is kinda complicated, but I'll do my best to explain it in the simplest way possible. Let me know if I succeeded by giving me a like on this video if you haven't already. The first item we'll need is an enchanting table. We must make sure that we have at least a 5x5 area and place it in the very center with at least 2 blocks of space on each side. Next, we need 15 bookshelves. For each bookshelf, you need 3 books and some wood. For each book, you need 3 paper and 1 leather. And finally, to get paper, you need sugarcane. I've set up a sugarcane area outside of my base and been constantly farming it. Sugarcane is very easy to mass produce. Just plant it next to water, don't break the bottom block when you harvest it, replant the first few harvests until you have about 40-50 growing sugarcanes, and you're done. And leather is of course no problem either. My cow crusher is running very smoothly, providing me with a steady source of leather. Once you've crafted the bookshelves, place them around the enchanting table, leaving 1 block of distance. Also, don't put them 2 blocks or higher either, they won't register that way. If done correctly, you should have access to the best enchantment the enchanting table can give. Place the item on the left, lapis on the right, and 3 tiers of enchantment will appear. You want to go for the last tier, the one which costs 3 levels and 3 lapis. This tier is only available if you are at least level 30. I will list some of the basic enchantments you would want to go for on your first items. If you don't immediately see any of these enchantments, however, the enchanting table can give you up to 3 extra enchantments that you don't immediately see. This is what happened on my sword. I only saw Unbreaking 3 as a guaranteed enchantment. I went for it, and I also got Sharpness 3 and Fire Aspect 2 as well. However, you might be asking, what happens if I don't see any good enchantments? In that case, we need the next item. We need just stone slabs like so. And now we can create a grindstone using sticks, stone slab and 2 dark oak planks, put it on here. And so what we're going to do, let's say that I do not like efficiency 4 on this one. I can just put in another thing. Let's say this shovel. I can spend a lapis, a lazuli and 1 level. Then I go to the grindstone. I de-enchant the thing, basically resetting what's available here. Let's reset that again so I can go for something else. Oh, there we go, Fortune 3. And hopefully we get something like efficiency or unbreaking on it as well. Efficiency for Fortune 3. I'll take that. I'll take that. I seriously hope that all that made sense. If it did, don't forget the like. As I was trying to enchant the rest of my armor, I ran out of levels. So all in all, I managed to enchant my pickaxe, my sword, and my helmet. In the next episode, it is finally time to do something about levels, and more importantly, my second incentive, semi-invincibility. So please don't forget to subscribe if you don't want to miss that. This was episode 2 of Zeku vs Hardcore Minecraft, and I'll see you in the next one.